My bad, y'all. I just realized I had the wrong damn thumbnail on. I wasn't even looking up at it. My fault. Y'all here to the right place. These stank ass housewives. Listen, I just didn't feel like going live. All right. Okay. So y'all just gonna have to deal with it. I ain't got no excuse. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I ain't feel like going live, so I didn't. But this is Rolla. This is season 16, episode 13, chapter 1, reset. Um hold on. Cause I ain't even bring my damn fans, girl. Anyway, um, Pratt got a tagline. So Shamia explaining to her girls the importance of giving back, what giving back means, because apparently all the donations are being sent from Shamia House. The ladies are bringing their donations and whatnot. So everybody's bringing in things, different little knickknacks or whatever. And so we get down to bric-a-brac, and she shows up with one box. And according to Shamia, in the box, it was like 2 or 3 rows of paper towels and some small little knickknacks. But that's it. And she's claiming that she's gonna have more things being sent to the house later. Whatever, bric-a-brac. Like, girl, listen. Anything that she says and anything that goes wrong with her, I'm just always side eyeing the hell out of it. I am like, you can't do nothing right, not even give back. Like, what the hell? I could see if it was me, like a regular, degular, schmegler or whatever. Like, I would have given more than that. And I'm just a regular person. I ain't got the kind of money or the type of funds or the type of ends you got. Like, you don't feel no shame in anything. Like, you didn't feel shameful to have to like be like, damn, why I don't want to walk up there with just this one little box of stuff. Like, I can at least come with like a trunk full of something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have went down to the Walmart, got some canned goods, got some non-perishables. You could have got some toothbrushes. You could have got some toothpaste, small little things like that. Mouthwash, little toiletries. You could have went and did things like that. Like, it just looked like you got what you had in your pantry, put it, threw it in a box, and say, "All right, this is just what I'm gonna give." Like, you ain't got no couth, you ain't got no class, you don't have no tact, morals, scruples, anything about yourself. Like. Just a waste of an existence, a waste of a body, a waste of a life, a waste of every damn thing. Like, I guess bric-a-brac. Anyway, bric-a-brac still running around here blaming the event decorator for what happened down to the event. And we already know that that's a bold-faced lie. Like, that lady did her damn job. Whatever job it was that she had to do, because it really was, she listen. Because if you really want to be honest with it, it really didn't look like much was done at all. I didn't see much decorations. I didn't see a whole bunch of centerpieces. I didn't see a whole bunch of balloons. I didn't see, like, I mean, it wasn't like, whatever. Shamia gives her feelings about what went down between her and Drew, and about her standing and what she said about being a lap dog. Listen, Shamia, I don't care. She did what she was supposed to do. She stood in what she said. Why are you so pissed that she stood in what she said? She said what she said. That's what real bitches do. They stand in what they said. She said it and she meant it. For her, to her, that is what the hell you gave. The regular, degular, schmegular, Shamia the lap dog. And that wasn't what those ladies were expecting, considering that you now have a peach. You have no reason to continue to be her damn lap dog. Now you could just be Shamia. What the hell is you mad at? Like, I won't mad at her. She stood in what the hell she said, because she said what she said. And it just is what it is. You the one that need to get over it. Anyway, and then Shamia brings up her last conversation with Portia. I don't care. Portia meeting with Drew. Listen, Drew once again for me is the MVP of this episode because she once again stood in what she said. It was what it was. I can appreciate how Drew did not allow Portia to do her bullshit. I liked how Drew continued to stay on her neck and continue to bring up, I don't give a damn what you say. That nigga is just your baby daddy. That is it. He was around long enough to skeet his net in you to produce a child that you've always wanted. That's your only child. I mean, that's your only tie to Dennis is being this man's baby mama. That's it. You can't compare that to you sitting down with Shamia with her estranged ex-husband, a nigga who's actively putting her through the ringer right now. Dennis isn't doing a goddamn thing to you other than taking care of his child, because that's his only tie to y'all. His child. He ain't even got to deal with you quiet as his cat. I'm more to show up I got her own phone. Like, you're not going to compare the two. So I was down with Drew in the way that she was handling it. You're not about to do what you did to Shamia down to y'all shit. And that was play that passive aggressive bullshit and try to make it seem as if you're wrong, I'm right, and I'm going to need you to apologize and acquiesce and bow down. I appreciate Drew for saying, fuck you. You was wrong as two left shoes. You're not going to escape your bullshit. And since you want to bring up Black, let's bring up Dennis. I mean, let's bring up Future. But who the hell is Black? Drew? Did they say security? Was it something about security? Was he security or a bodyguard or something like that? Who the hell is Blight? Drew? We all know who Ty is. Who the hell is Blight? We don't know that about Blight. Who the hell is Blight? Drew? Listen, Portia, if you gonna tell it, you may as well tell it all. Who is he? What is he? Where you know her from? Where did you? Well, I think you said you heard that from Dennis. Probably. Probably. Hold on. Why was Cynthia do? Child. That's the group chat. Anyway, probably. She probably did hear that shit from damn Dennis. Dennis be over there pillow talking and running his damn mouth. I don't know, Drew. You might just want to keep it strictly business with Dennis and not be running around here trying to have conversations or get advice or anything like that with him. I don't think you should do that with him, Drew. If that's what you're doing, I think you should stop. All right. Hold on. How do I mute this? Hold on. All right. Yeah, I think you should stop, Drew. I think you should just keep it strictly business with Dennis. If since you just have to work with him, just keep it strictly with just keep it strictly business. Do not tell him none of your personal. Do not tell him what's going on between you and Ralph and what's going on between you and Portia and all that. Stop that. Like if y'all gonna do business, do business. Portia, nobody cares about your feelings about her filming with your baby daddy. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Like you're making it more of a bigger deal than what you need to. Nobody cares. Moving on. Um, Kelly at home with her girls. She talking about how she won't be there for their first day of school because I guess she gonna be with them down to Grenada, and she asked her publicist to take care of the girls and drop them off or whatever. And I think he is somehow related to her ex-husband. And he brings up how he called her ex-husband. I guess trying to get him to do the right thing as it pertains to the girls. And he was telling her how basically he was just saying no to everything. And then Kelly gets, emotional about that. I will say this, I do feel bad that men do that to their children when they're going through a divorce. And I feel like a lot of the times they do that because they know that's going to hurt the mom. But it's sad that you want to hurt your girls in the process. Sad enough that you want to hurt their mama. They already got to deal with the embarrassment of that. But then you want to compound the crime even more by adding them to it. You just gonna hurt the whole fucking house and just say fuck them. I mean, I guess because I also feel like this, Kelly. Seeing what the hell that man looked like, I feel like you really only got with him for one thing. And now he's showing you who he really is. And now look at what you're going through. See, that's what happens when you get with these men for one thing. That's what happens. When you get with them for their money and for nothing else, they wind up treating you any old kind of way and they deal with it. Well, you deal with it. And a lot of the time you deal with it because of them, you living the best life you ever had. Now you got your own, and that's great. And you done found your independence, that's great. But look at what you got to go through. You gonna pay on the front end or the back end. But either way, you gonna pay. You gonna pay. And I'm gonna be sorry. I'm gonna be sorry. I'm sorry, Kelly. I just feel like you have some ulterior motives, especially after I seen what that man look like. You definitely have some ulterior motives for getting with his ass in the first damn place. And look at what you're going through now. It's sad and I hate it for you. But you're gonna pay on the front end or the back end. I feel like y'all both was using each other for what it was that y'all needed to use the other for. I don't feel like neither one of y'all really got a chance to get to know each other because I felt like Kelly, if you really got to know that man, you would have never married him, even though he got what he had. That's just how I feel, Kelly. And now look at what your girls got to go through. They're a product of him. I mean, whatever. Um, the ladies getting ready to go to Grenada. All of them talk about their feelings about frat coming. And they're frack in the comments. Um, excuse me, Frack in the comments and her confessionals, I mean, giving these ladies all of these rehearsed ass reads. And it's just like, here's my thing. I can understand if you was reading the little OGs, that's cool. But all of this shade that you throw in the new girls, it's like for what? Like you don't even know them. Like you don't know Kelly, you don't know Brick-a-Brack. I don't even think you really know Drew like that. I don't think you know Angela like that. Like it's like, what's the what? Like again, it's given, I'm going to throw shade so these women can have a problem with me and I can have something to give because I don't see what Faye is going to give. So for me, it's just given, I'm going to throw my shade. I'm going to let them see it. They going to bring it up in the reunion or they going to see it or they going to see it and want to tweet about it. And then, yay, yay, yay. I got somebody to fuss and argue and throw shade with. And that's just going to be your claim to fame. I'm telling y'all, that's what it's going to be. BA, you put your eggs in a basket for that because you just so sure that's what the fuck we want to see with your rusted cruddy ass. I'm sick of him too. The ladies arrive in Grenada and Shamia's bags in Atlanta. The ladies is rooming together, with other people. But when I saw the suites, the suite was cute. All right, it's like a little suite thing, and it's two bedrooms. They share a living room, and it's two bedrooms or whatever. So it was cool. I will accept that. Drew and Sent sharing a room, but their room just conveniently comes with a bunk bed in the guest room. They arm wrestle for the master suite, and Drew won, I guess. Uh So the ladies go into their room. Shamia and Kelly is rooming together. And Shamia is bringing up how Drew made an IG post about there being fake beefs and imaginary beefs. And she tagged her in it. And she's saying how she's confused and she's this and she's that. Nah, I don't know what you're confused about. She's playing the same, she's playing the same game you're playing, Shamia. I don't feel as though Drew was being fake with you or trying to act like y'all friends. No, she didn't. I didn't see that. I just feel as though she's keeping the same energy as you. Much like how when you get around other people and the first thing you want to do is bring up Drew, much like how you did with Kelly and talked about how you feel uncomfortable and all the rest of this shit. Like she's just doing the same damn thing, girl. What the hell you mad at? She's keeping the same energy. I don't know. This episode was anyway. Um, so I told y'all Sent and Drew Shan room. Drew decides to go on ahead and give Sent the big bedroom with the balcony. Drew, you such a simpleton. I wouldn't have gave Sent ass a goddamn thing. She's a friend of. You're a peach holder. Girl, see, Drew, this is another reason why these ladies be treating you like a goddamn footstool because of shit like that. You should have kept your damn bed, girl. You the peach holder, not Sent. Sent long ass would have slept her ass right in one of them twin bedrooms if it was me. Right in one of them twin beds, I mean, if it was me. She wouldn't have got my good damn bedroom with my good balcony and my good view. Child boo. So Sent talking about how she got a new man, girl, but she's keeping it from the rest of the ladies because she done already told Drew about him. I can't wait to see him, Sent. Long as he ain't no scheming, scamming ass Nigerian. Please don't do that. Drew said that she got friends, but she ain't dating nobody because that wouldn't benefit her right now because of the way that Rouse been acting and so on and so such. So is the friend Blight? That's what I want to know because we know it ain't Ty. So is it? But I really want to know who that is. Somebody go find Black. Somebody gonna find that nigga. Whoever finds Black, please send him in my DMs, please. I want to see who this man is. So she tells Cynthia about finding out through Dennis about Portia and Shamia filming with Ralph. And Cent gonna say, well, Portia does like to get her get back. You know, you film with Dennis, she filmed with Ralph. She feels like they're even. And Cent, I feel like you really need to listen, Cent, and I love you. But Cent, you are crawling on my last good nerve that I don't have. Do you understand? You crawling on my last good nerve that I don't have. Because what I'm sick of y'all doing is trying to compare apples to oranges. You're not going to compare Drew, who is doing business and working with Dennis, something that Portia already knew before filming, and that has been proven, may I add, to her and Shamia sitting down, breaking bread and yucking it up and kikiing and cackling with her estranged ex-husband, whom she's going through an active divorce with right now. We're not going to sit over here and compare that and say that they're even. Sent, I will take this ashtray and throw it at your goddamn head if I ain't like your ass so much, Cynthia. I swear to God, I will. I promise you, I will take my brand new phone and beam the fuck out of your forehead with it. I swear to God, I would, Cynthia. I wish I had a drink in my goddamn cut up. I'd have threw it in your goddamn face. Worse than what Eric did to Jen's ass on Basketball Wives. Girl, for two, with all that bullshit you went around there talking about. Sit, you and your horrible wigs have been pushing my buttons this season more than usual. Talking about something you filmed with Dennis, so she filmed with Ralph. And she didn't just film with Ralph. Her and her and her Dalmatian of a lapdog shaped ass friend sat down and had a damn conversation with her estranged ex-husband, whom she's going through an active divorce with. Be clear. We're not gonna compare that. Because you want to be all up Portia's ass. And I don't know why. bitch. Sick of her. Pissing me off. Like I ain't never went up for Drew so hard. Like I'm just saying I was really gonna take it there with you. And I love you, girl. I'm swallowing a lot of stuff. I'm swallowing a lot. I am. Because you made me hot what you just because I just don't get your position. I really don't. Now that's why Sent gonna get what she get. Whoever it was that said, I don't know who sent it, but it was one of them down there in that damn whether you like it or not chat. That's why Sent gonna get it. Y'all was wondering why Sent gonna get it? That's why Sent ass gonna get it. Because she crawls under my skin this season. Constantly want to sit over here and be on the wrong side of goddamn things all the time and wondering why don't nobody want to fuck with her. It's probably busy ass. Anyway, Frack says that her fume business is booming right now because everybody dying to meet Jesus. Angela says, because they all go to dinner. Angela said that this is her 8th wedding anniversary, and you decided to come here with these hoes on your 8th wedding anniversary. I mean, I guess you sacrifice. Because to be honest with you, Angela, I just felt like y'all wouldn't have did shit. Like, I'm just gonna be real. I felt like y'all wouldn't have did shit. I just don't. I don't. I felt like you would have been in your bed, in your moo with, with your bonnet on, okay, eating Melamars, watching TV, probably waiting for his ass to come home. Dear Jesus, I guess you took one for the team, Andrew. Something tells me you had more fun with these ladies than what you would have had you stayed at home with child. Anyway, Kelly says that she wants to reset the energy between Shamia and Drew. Why? Why do you want to? Kelly, you pissing me off too. Kelly, you pissing me off too. One, I'm sick and tired of you giving a mini Wendy Windbag Williams from the side with all of them floppy ass titties you got, and then you short as hell, and then you get up here, you want to work my nerve, constantly wanted to put your nose in everybody else's business and want to be the one to want to fix everything for everybody. Why do you want to be the one to fix everything? Why do you want it? Why did you want it to leave it up to you to be the one to fix things between Drew and Shamia? It ain't shit to fix. Shamia just need to get over her damn self because Drew ain't told no lies on her. Shamia needs to stop trying to act like she's a victim because she's no victim. Drew ain't told no lies on her. She sat over there, became way too comfortable with y'all ladies more than she should have, and she gave way more information about her friendship with Porsha than what she should have. Now she wants to turn around and come behind it and try to make it seem as if that didn't happen and as if that's all a lie and as if people tried to come to her and they came to me with this and then they want to come and try to make it seem like, no, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. And in an effort to try to still kiss Portia's ass, she wants to then come behind that, double back a conversation that y'all had about that, and then she took it back to Portia and made it real messy. Portia took it the way that Shamia gave it to her. That's how I feel. Portia took it, Portia received it, the way that Shamia brought it back to. And that is why she got called the lap dog. Child boo. Anyway, um, Drew says that a hit dog a holler, and then I hollered. Um, okay, and then I hollered. And then Shamia says that that's the shit I'm talking about. I'm getting upset because you keep trying to insinuate that I'm a dog and blah, 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 blah. And then Sense said, listen, you didn't mean to call her no dog, are you? And then Drew said, well, the bitch did bark at the table. And I said, period, Drew. Like I said, Drew gets the MVP award from me again. I'm telling y'all that right now. Drew gets the MVP award from me again. She does. She gets the MVP award from me again because I appreciate her not playing around with Shamia. Girl, you want an enemy and now you got it. You want an enemy, you got one. Because you started this shit, Shamia. You started this shit. And then Portia wants to finally speak up. Now, after all of these many scenes, and after all this time this argument's been had, now she wants to come in and chime in and wants to speak up for Shamia and telling Drew, well, Drew, it's the whole lapdog thing. She wants an apology for the whole lapdog comment. You don't need to be calling her no lapdog and did it, it's that thing and the other. And I appreciate Angela for saying, well, wait a minute. Because at the same token, we don't appreciate Shamia running back with false information, making it seem messy, making it seem as if it's one way and it's not. I appreciate it, Angela. All right, you get an honorable mention. I appreciate you for bringing that shit up too. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all for standing up for Drew in that moment because it was really trying to railroad her. No, this won't gonna be no gang up on Drew night. But Drew took accountability for saying that she could have at least texted Portia and let Portia know about the whole Dennis thing or whatever. And then Portia decides to accept that. And then Portia takes accountability for the way that she went off on her in the first episode. She said, I definitely could have handled things better. I used the wrong choice of words. I ain't had to go that far. So on and such. I mean, I guess. I think what it is, Drew just over the shit. And considering everything that Drew's going on, I get it. Like Drew got bigger fish to fry at home. Drew got bigger fish to fry at home. The last thing she got time to deal with is Portia and her fuck shit because she's looking for a storyline. You know what I mean? So I get Drew just saying, you know what, fine girl, I could have told you. Cool. Or I could have did a better effort and letting you know. Fine. Portia took some accountability. Fine. But I would really love to know what made Portia want to speak up on Shamia's behalf, though. I would love to know what made Portia want to speak up on Shamia's behalf because it did happen out of nowhere. I would love to know what put it in her head to say something now. Hmm, I don't know. Maybe somebody got in her ear or something. Who knows? So Kelly says she feels like Drew has an issue with everyone at the table other than Sin. Here go Kelly starting it off again. Um, and well, that's what I was talking about when I was talking about how Portia acknowledges that she uses the wrong choice of words the first time they talked. Her whole issue was finding out about her filming with her baby daddy. And again, I say, Portia, please get up out of my face with that. You knew about that beforehand. You was not new to the information. That wasn't some shit that you just found out of left field. You needed a storyline, Portia. your storyline left with the silverback. Okay. When the ice people came and threw his ass in the back of the ice truck, so did they did the same thing with your storyline. They hog tied it and him, threw his ass in the back of the goddamn Klondike bar truck and left. All right. And he kept you for being able to talk about him or saying anything about what's going on. And so, because of which, you had no story. What better thing to hold on to than this situation with Drew? But it's tired. It's tired. We're over it. It don't make no sense. You don't care like that. You don't give a fuck like that. And it's weak. It's weak. Brick-a-brack bringing up out of nowhere to Phaedra about Apollo and Shireen being invited to their event, but she says that she had no idea that they even got an invite, and she just wanted her to know that she meant no malice or no harm by that or whatever. And everybody is sitting there like, girl, why did you feel the need to tell her that, and why would she care? That's her ex-husband. Like, even Faith, they had to say that shit in the confessionals. Like, girl, I don't care. That's my that's my ex-husband. Like, what the hell is you telling me for? And so, how did he get this? So I'm assuming Mike knows Apollo. Mm. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. The episode was meh. It was all right. Like I say, Drew get the MVP award from me because I do appreciate how she handled the Shamia situation and the Portia situation at the same damn time. I do. I mean, not Shamia. Angela gets an honorable mention for also continuing to bring up the fact that you don't get a pass for sitting around here, bringing back conversations to people and making it sound messier than the fuck in the effort to try to prove that you are friends with somebody. I appreciate you doing that. Do not, I appreciate that. Do not allow her to escape that. Y'all need to keep stepping and stumping all over her damn face with that shit. The more she tried to sit over here and play victim about that, uh, uh, uh. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all felt about this episode and whatnot. I guess I go on ahead and premiere this so y'all can have somewhat of a laugh chat. So I guess y'all can feel like this is a laugh, you know it ain't. And yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow for the damn panel. And for Bravo Love Hotel Child, because I kind of saw a little bit of it. I told you I ain't see last week episode. But they bringing in some more men around there, child, and it looked like Wale finna get over Ashley playing him like a PlayStation controller. So I'm about to watch that and see what that's giving, and I'll talk to y'all about that tomorrow sometime too. And with that having been said, I'm going. I got the right thumbnail this time. Bah.